What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Shouted Parker, back for another episode of Just My Damn Opinion. You know they like assholes. Everybody got one, and your boy got one too. Yeah, man, I'm here tonight, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Just here tonight to talk about, somewhat the state of the Georgia UGA football program, according to us fans. Some of us fans definitely feel some type of way after this season. And I can't say, and I can say for myself, I haven't felt this way in a long time either. And that was just right after the season. That's why it's so important, man, not to be a prisoner of the moment. Because once I sit back and I digest this thing, I feel totally different. So with that being said, we're going to talk about the state of the Georgia football program right now. Just as a program, you have to look at it like this right here. We finished in the top 10, I think, 7 or 8 of the last 8 years or whatever it has been. So as a program, we definitely in a good spot as a program, just based off recruiting, the portal and everything. So just as a program, we still doing good because we finishing in the top 10. But that just goes to show a lot too. The standard that Kirby has set. He set a hard standard. A lot of programs, if they would have finished in the top 10, that'd be a great thing, which it is. But for us, sometimes you get full, you get fat, and you get spoiled. So I want to kind of maybe try to put things in perspective on just a few issues. And the first thing I'm gonna say is this right here. The main question that I've been hearing is it's kind of like, is UGA still the top dog? So when I hear that question, I have to kind of like think about it in two different aspects. When you talk about a national standpoint, it's hard to say because everybody can't win the national championship every year. We won it back to back, but you can't win it every year. You know what I'm saying? And we just won the SEC championship. So in my opinion, we still right where we need to be as a program again until you beat us, right? But I can understand that, not making the playoffs, 1 year, then a year you do make it, get knocked off in the first round. So I can understand the skepticism. I can see that. So one thing I'm going to say this right here. Any kind of weakness that you thought or you said, or even if you said it's proven, statistically it's been proven, you thought that was had, I think we'll address those issues specifically in the portal. Because most of the issues that people, talk about or think that we had was mainly on offense this year. And, a lot of it leaning heavy on the wide receiving core. I get it. They had a lot of drops. I get that. But look what we did in the portal. Look at the guys that we replaced them with. If you just put their rosters, not their roster, if you just put their, film up, film by film, this particular group of receivers that we brought in, not even talking about the new guys, the young guys, I'm just talking about who we got coming back. It's an upgrade over where we currently had. You got Dylan Bell coming back. You got Kobe coming back. You got the kid from the portal from USC, a speedster. Then you got your kid from Texas A&M, another big body. So this particular group is already an upgrade of what we currently had. Now we don't have the production yet, but once you just look at it, you're just looking at the photos, you're just looking at what they've done, it's definitely an upgrade. Now we did lose some, offensive linemen. I think we lost 4 starters. So, in that particular issue, one of the, again, not try to jump ship, but a lot of people been saying, "Oh, we reloading or we rebuilding." I think the answer to that question is this is a situation where two things can be true. Because at the wide receiver position, I think we reloading. Like I said, I think it's an upgrade. So we reloading with better bullets. Now, at the offensive line, you can argue that is a rebuilding process because you're going to have a unit out there that hasn't been out there in the whole season by themselves. There's going to basically be 4 new guys on there. Now, granted, I'm sure some of those guys may have had some snaps and some experience, but they were not considered starters. So the offensive line is definitely rebuilding. Now, another main issue you want to talk about, maybe the quarterback spot. Gonna start the replacement. Of course, Carson Beck went to Miami. Shout out to Carson, man. Do your thing. Good luck to you. Appreciate it. I hope you left the Lambeau Park here, though. I'm sure we got that Lambo. You didn't get to take the Lambo. And with that being said, I think we've seen a small sample size of Gunner. And right now, you have to feel comfortable. You have to feel even better with Gunner because of the weapons that you're surrounding him with. But I do expect for there to be a quarterback battle. But at least you know what you have in Gunner in a sense with small sample size. You're not coming into it totally blind, not like a true freshman, so I'm not knowing what the kid has done. So as an offensive unit in totality, I already feel better. And I have faith in our coaching staff that the guys that we do put out there on the O-line, I know they're going to be talented. That's not the issue. But I have faith in my coaches that we will have those guys prepared and ready to face whatever defensive front that we face in the SEC. So I'm not worried about that. And with a Kirby-led team defensively, I don't have any issues on the defense. I really don't. We will be replacing a lot of, pass rush. But I'm glad the guy Miller, number 52, is coming back. It's going to help ensure that defensive line. But we got athletes all over the field. We lost Malachi Starks, but we got KJ Bolden coming back. We got Everett coming back on the corner. So I think the secondary, you just gotta have a stud at each level of your defense. And I do think we have that coming back. So I don't have any problems with the defense. But just to answer the question to a lot of people and a lot of fans that I've just been hearing that, I've been talking to, and they want to know, is this a rebuilding season and all this kind of stuff? Have we fallen off or we still topped off? I'll be honest with you, and I've talked to one of my peers, and I tell him all the time, most good teams, good programs, they have a 8 to 10 year run. And then they kind of tend to, it's time for somebody else to come. That's just how I go. If you go back statistically and look at, historically, and you look at it, most good programs have that kind of 7 to 10 year run, and that's a good stretch right there. Now, Nick Saban is an outlier. He had maybe a 15 to 20 type year run, but he's an outlier. But historically, when you have most good programs, when they peak, they have a good 8-year run, and they have 2-3 special years. Now, if you just go by that, me personally, you would say, hey, well, maybe Georgia. And I think maybe that's why people kind of maybe, could be, it could be a little bit of, once again, we spoil. They could be saying chinks in the armor based off of what you saw this year. But I just gave you reasons to to not feel that way based off of what we've been doing, specifically with the portal. Not necessarily recruiting because, we always talk on recruiting. I didn't get too deep into that. But what I'm getting at, with the length of time we've been going, maybe that's why some people feel like, it's time for a change. I just don't feel that way. I think we're still well-oiled machine. I think we're going to be running on full cylinders here for the next at least 4 years based off what we've been doing, recruiting. And the portal, honestly, guys, with the way we're doing with the portal, if we went in the portal and recruiting, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for us to follow. So, yeah, with that being said, no, we are not rebuilding. This is not a rebuilding year. We are only reloading. So for all my Georgia fans who keep asking me and telling me about this, I know you've been hearing about the offense, blah, blah, blah. Listen, it's okay. It happens. We had a lot of injuries. We had a lot of drops. I don't want to get into all that again. Don't want to make no excuses. But we still finished the regular season 10-2, 11-2, one of those SEC champions, and got a first round bye in the playoff. And for us, that's a down year. Come on, man. Come on. So no, The program is good. Purpose Smart have us going well. We just got a few things we need to tweak out and get together. I think we have done that for the most part, but only time will tell. So I just wanted to hop in here and just talk to a few of my fans, a few of my people who had just been asking me and just pounding me and pounding me. I figured I couldn't, just talk to everybody individually. So I would get on here and just, talk to everybody at one time. With that being said, your boy up out of here, just my damn opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. And your boy got one too. And I'm up out of here, man.